All right. Good morning. So before we get started, let's hear from one of our vendor partners. And if you're a vendor partner and you want to be on this incredible show,
Wildly popular.
widely popular, reach out to us. Let's hear from Yvette Meyer.
Your clients are most concerned with their $6,000 to $7,000 air conditioning unit in their home when it's triple-digit heat here in Arizona. And Old Republic Home Protection has got you covered. On our Platinum plan, if we cannot repair, we replace with no age restriction. Yes, entire air conditioning unit systems. We also cover $1,000 in modification that's always necessary when we replace units. And we have no pound or dollar limit on refrigerant. Most home warranty companies now have a pound or dollar limit on the R22 refrigerant because it's tripled in cost, or they don't cover it at all. And we will cover that with no pound or dollar limit. Remember Old Republic Home Protection on your next contract. We greatly appreciate your business.
Well, we greatly appreciate you, Yvette Meyer. Yvette Meyer, Old Republic, you're looking for a good home warranty company? She is the girl. We've been using Yvette for a long time.
20 years.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. How do you let go and have faith that things are eventually going to work out over time, that process? Do you want to wind up in places that you never imagined before or believed that it was possible? Whatever the hell that was. Anyway, today on MidWeek MindFreak, we're going to go over how do you trust the process and why is it so important?
Chuck and Angela run multiple million-dollar companies. They are members of Riz Media's Billionaire Club, have coached and mentored thousands of agents, and are international speakers. They say by radically changing your mindset, not only can you change your outlook on life, but affect the actual results you obtain. Welcome to MidWeek MindFreak.
Good morning. Anyway, you know, this is one of those topics that...
He has a shirt.
I have a shirt.
That says trust the process.
Yes. It's one of those things. I got key phrases in my life, and this is one of them. You know, ones like talk is cheap and, you know.
Like I love you, honey.
Iron sharpens iron. Yeah, those type of things. Anyway, trusting the process. That is a really big thing that we're going to unpack here. That is so important to success. And I really think it's probably one of the main reasons why most people don't succeed. And we live in a culture that makes it extremely, extremely hard to trust the process because we want things now. We want things now, and if we don't get them right away, we're out of there. We're bailing.
Right.
We're literally going, this does not work. How many times I hear that? This doesn't work. That don't work. Or people say in the mindset of, I'm going to try that. No, you don't try nothing.
A weenie thing to say.
Very. No, guys, nothing comes easy. Nothing. There. Maybe that I could just sum it up. There we go. End of today. Nothing comes easy. Have a nice day.
Don't really log out.
No.
Or not done.
No matter what your goal is, trusting the process requires that you need to find joy in the process of the steps along the way so that you'll get through those obstacles and get to that end goal. You know, being goal-oriented is like a buzzword out there.
Yes, sometimes it's too normal and people don't really think about it.
Well, not only that, though, you focus on it. So let's go the opposite. You focus on the goal, and when you're not hitting your goal within a week or two, they're going, this don't work, right? When you're so goal-oriented, you forget all the steps in between and quite honestly, how long it's going to take you to get there. So simply creating goals is not enough.
Definitely not.
And so let's talk about the process.
Okay, so I actually like this one because we say trust the process, but I don't think we've ever unpacked it, ever. So this is exciting for me because I think our points that we're going to make will help you to think, how are you living intentionally every day? So the first one is only worry about the things that you can control. Just only the things you can control, which is not very much, right? So trust the process means all of the process, and especially the parts that you know in your heart you can't control. Now, for me, I fall back on my faith, knowing that God's in control. He either causes or allows everything. So when something goes that is happening beyond my control, I know it's not beyond his control. For me personally, that makes this a little easier than if I didn't have my faith. But even if you don't have that, you can logically understand you can't control everything. So why spend any energy on what you can't control? The process has that in it. Just trust that it's in it and focus on the things that you do have control on, so that because you have limited energy.
Yeah, that's important because, especially as control freaks, we think we have control on everything.
Yes.
And that's why it's frustrating, because you're not really in control of everything.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, the next one is focus on the value you're going to be adding when you reach your end goal.
Well, that's one of your things. Be a giver. That's one of your phrases.
Yep, be a giver.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to think of the phrase. But anyway, so who benefits from it? Who benefits from your end goal? So let's go. Let's say your goal is maybe health. So really, you're the only one that really benefits specifically, but is that really the case?
I benefit
Oh,
from your good health.
yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So that in and of itself helps you along the process, because you're going along the way, you're actually benefiting people. So one of the things in our process, obviously with eXp Realty, is yes, we want to make a lot of money, be very successful, get a lot of people in, but it's not the exact money, the goal. Our goals are to change people's lives. So, but along the way, we're changing lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be a little at a time, but when you start focusing on the value add, it gets you over those hurdles and keeps you on track of the process. Even with work, it might be your family that you're looking to bless, your kids. So by you giving up because you're not focusing, you're not trusting the process, who's going to suffer from that? Those are things that you want to think about.
Well, if you think about blessing people along the way, adding value along the way, it's not just like I love her. I love her. She's coming Thursday night. I can't wait.
Oh, very nice.
I do, totally. But so if you are adding value along the way, it doesn't necessarily, yes, you do, Jason. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's in real estate for us. Like, we're adding value in any way possible. When you open up your mind to be like, everything that you're doing in life can have purpose and meaning and can add value to others, that opens up trusting the process is better. So the next one is use what you learn during each step of the process. Now, I interpreted this really strongly. I meet so many people who say to me, I don't want to go and take massive action because I'm not prepared. I don't know enough. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Here's a news flash. No one has it all together.
Nope.
Not one person. I don't care what you think they look like or what you're observing from the outside. Nobody has it all together. And so we take the opposite approach, which some people don't like, and I don't care. But we take massive action, even if we don't have it all together, because we know we'll never have it all together. So, but then what we do is we take massive action, and then we go, oh, well, that probably wasn't the best way to do it, or we need to back up. I can see a crack in our process or something that's not as effective. So we're choosing to not ignore the road bumps, but actually, is it road bumps or speed bumps? I would say speed bumps. I don't know. But speed bumps, because we're going really, really fast. I don't think they're road bumps. That sounds like a rash. I don't know. But we choose to look at the obstacles as what can we do to change our process, right? And then that's part of trusting the process, knowing that if you take massive action, you're going to have obstacles, but you should learn from them, not be stopped or frozen or paralyzed by them.
Well, which leads into mine of having faith in the unknown is, look, once again, we don't have all our stuff together. Guys, that's one thing. Maybe you're out there and you go and, well, you look at successful people and you just think that they know it all and they got it all together. No, here's the thing, guys. We're transparent, don't know it all. There is a lot of unknown for us, but part of trusting the process is having faith that in the unknown, we're going to remain comfortable. So
Not a bad kind of comfortable.
well, fear of failure doesn't bother me. Fear of quitting bothers me.
Yes.
And so I don't know how things are always going to turn out. Whenever we're putting new tools and systems together to help our agents, I can't say for certain if they're going to work. But guess what? If it doesn't work, we start to pivot and we do other things that will make it start to work. It's getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I don't have a problem with being uncomfortable. So don't assume that everything that lies in the unknown is bad. And I think that's what a lot of you guys do is you're afraid to take risks because you think everything's going to turn out bad. Life doesn't offer any guarantees. None. Zero. So why not enjoy the process and completely change your life by doing some really cool things? So start by embracing the unknown. And here's the other cool thing I know, at least with us, is especially when you see other people doing it. So for example, I mean, eXp Realty wasn't a complete unknown because we seen what some people were doing in the level of success that at least gave us benchmarks to go, some people are already doing that.
Right.
So that is, just because some things may be unknown.
That was a good point, actually.
Doesn't mean everything.
There is nothing. That's a really good point. There is nothing that any of you are facing at all that someone else hasn't. Nothing. So somebody else has gotten through it.
You know, Rachel, I was actually going to say.
Rachel said, Chuck, you don't know it all.
Except, I was going to say, except for me, but I don't want anybody feeling insecure like Rachel.
Or saddened.
You know.
What a ballbuster. I love her. Okay, I'm sorry. Are you done with yours?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
Wait. Manny's got a story.
Oh, wait.
What do you got?
All right, Manny. When we know the exact outcome, one the other side and every step.
On the other side.
On the other side, and every step we must take in its entirety to achieve that outcome. I ask you a very simple question. How is this free? Isn't this the very definition of constraint? I feel uncertainty is underrated. It is, in fact, our license to be free. Free to explore, free to improve, free to learn, free to reinvent who we are, free to reimagine who we might become. Uncertainty isn't a dark room. It's a doorway to possibility. Walk through it.
Wow.
Why don't you have your own show, Manny? That is awesome. That was awesome. Thank you for that deep comment. That was awesome.
It was almost as deep as Rachel's comment.
Okay. I don't know why people are afraid of failure, because there's no one watching right now that hasn't failed. And newsflash, you guys haven't died from it.
You know, here's a good one by
Laura Jo.
Laura Jo. It's true, as realtors or anybody doing something new, they get paralyzed of the unknown. And here's what I will tell you from a real estate perspective, that when we were starting in real estate, we sucked. And we were broke. And you look, here's the thing, guys, this is a fact. Whenever you're doing something new or newer, you're going to feel not in control and things aren't going to be smooth. And I know the analogy of riding the bicycle is what we say all the time. When you think about it, is you really go into your kids when they're all petrified. You're like, really, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, you're gonna
just
learn.
Go out there and do it.
Right.
And after a while, it becomes second nature to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with everything you do. But the key is keep doing it. You see, there's where we talk about trusting the process, because trusting the process basically says when you keep doing it and you keep going through the process, you will start to feel comfort in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Right?
I agree. The next one is visualize your success. We do this envision it. Like we do it all the time. In fact, it's such a second nature to us.
What the hell is that?
That we don't even consider to the failure. Now, failure comes for everyone, but we envision the success so strongly that the failures along the way don't impede us. And the other thing is when you think positively about your future and you're envisioning it in a positive way, it releases endorphins in your brains, which becomes this cycle, instead of a downward spiral, this upward spiral. Because now you're reinforcing what your brain wants by thinking so positively, which is helping you to do the things that you need to do to achieve your success.
Wow, those endorphins.
Not as deep as Manny, but I'm trying.
Well, yeah, and Nicole's always got some words of wisdom. Yes.
Embrace the unknown of KV Core and grow your business.
That's right.
That's
She
right.
proves it every day. Mm-hmm. So pretty awesome. Next one, practice gratitude. Your outlook.
Well, we don't know how to talk today.
Holy crap. Your outlook on life determines your general feelings on your decisions. Because if you're always focused on the negative things, you're not going to feel excited. Everything's going to feel like a Debbie Downer. So practice gratitude. Go out of your way and be grateful for the things, because you often find yourself focusing on the things you think about. And if you're always focusing on regret or negativity or the worry about failure,
or the fear of rejection,
which
you're right,
colleges
Marla.
says
Fear of rejection more than fear of failure. Absolutely.
It's so practicing gratitude will help you embrace the process even more.
Yeah, one way to lessen the effect of the fear of rejection is don't be a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a big one. So my last one, we've been talking about it throughout the whole time. What is this? You can do it, Rachel. You can pick a new restaurant.
Rachel.
You can do it.
Yes. Be positive. Push through all those failures.
Oh my God, that was bad. So embracing failure. We say it throughout the whole thing. Your obstacles, your road bumps. I don't understand. I do understand the bad feeling that you get with failure. I do understand the bad feeling that you get with rejection. I get that part. But I can know more than my feelings are telling me. I can know that those failures are important for me to go through, to learn, to strengthen me, to give me thick skin, to show me the wrong path, so I can feel badly, but know to keep going on. That's the difference. You have to sometimes ignore the feelings that are associated with the road bumps and the rash. the speed bumps. Yes, failure is a teacher on the spot.
All right, the next one, ignore the naysayers. That's what we talk about. Yeah. This is always the almost the linchpin to anybody's success when we talk about it. Who you surround yourself with matters. Look, guys, I tell people all the time, when you start to reach a level of success and you're doing well, guess what? There's people that want to bring you down, and they want to bring you down for multiple reasons. It could be jealousy. It could be they just don't want to see other people succeed. I always use that phrase, misery loves company. And believe me, there's a lot of miserable people out there that are looking for company.
Yeah.
Don't be one of them. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of listening to the bullshit. Believe me, it was probably one of the biggest hurdles we had to get over in our career, is because it's amazing how many people want to rip you apart.
For good and bad things.
And I always say, it's funny, I'm not going to take advice from people who are not where I want to be going. It's usually the people underneath you. And for all you EXP agents out there, this is what I say. When you listen to other agents out there going, oh, you're a bunch of recruiters, embrace it.
Yeah, because we are.
It is the process. Awesome. It's not a negative thing. You know what? But they get in your head and make it a negative thing. Avoid the naysayers.
I agree.
Is that it for you?
That is it for me, sir.
So anyway, guys, sum it up and trust the process. The process is life. And that's what we really try to emphasize to people. Look, it's life. You don't know when it's your time to go home. So why aren't you just embracing everything that has to do with life and stop worrying, stop feeding into the negativity, go after it. And I'm going to tell you, that's what we did. We went from being broke to have a massive success. But it's the process along the way that we embrace, and it's the people that we bring with us that actually make it so worthwhile.
And it is so rewarding to look back in the past, even when you were like a hot mess with the process or brand new. It's so rewarding to see your progress. And you'd never have progress without failure and difficulty.
Yeah. So if you're out there, if you're a real estate agent and you're struggling where you're at,
come work with us.
You feel like you're not around the right people, you don't even know what the process is that you need to be trusting. Reach out to us. We'd love to help you. We love changing agents' lives. Guys, thanks for watching us. God